Hola, bienvenido a un spa.
Gracias. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
Hola, chicas. Muchas chicas aquí. Muy bien. ¿Qué nombre es esta tienda? Esposa. Y cuando yo quiero una chica, todas chicas es listo.
Por supuesto.
¿Sí? Ok. ¿Qué es tu nombre?
Mi nombre es Eddie.
Eli. Mucho gusto, Eli.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto. ¿Y tú?
Mi nombre es Patricia.
Patricia.
Mi nombre es Antonio.
¿Y tú?
Mi nombre es Joel. Hola, mi nombre es Daniela.
Hola,
mi nombre es Jacqueline. Hola, mi nombre es Yoli. Hola, mi nombre es Estefanía. Hola, mi nombre es Alejandra.
Hola.
Hola, mi nombre es Andrea.
Andrea. Toda la gente conozco a Andrea.
I couldn't even get to the point where I was saying, well, look, I'm in it for the real deal here. I'm looking for a woman young enough to have children because I don't have children. I want to be a dad, so I'll give you everything if you give me everything. Couldn't even get to that point. But I could have that.
Why Filipina left their American husband as soon as they arrived in America. Here's some reasons why. Number 1, complacency. Complacency, where you may find yourself in a routine that leads you to neglect important aspects of your relationship. Number 2, level of comfort, whereby you don't feel like you need to actively put an extra effort to keep the relationship afloat. You, the husband, may feel that the relationship is established and you doesn't need to put an effort in. This is very common. Men often to put a lot of effort into winning you, then neglect to put effort in to maintain the relationship. When you are complacent, you stop trying to grow or improve. This can mean that you stop putting in the effort you used to and stop doing the little things. This actually kills relationships more than you might think. Thank you for listening. Follow me for my next video. I'm gonna upload a video on how to prevent this from happening.
Look at the difference between these two women.
In sickness.
In sickness.
And in health.
And in health.
To love.
To love.
Cherish.
Cherish.
And to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in counseling.
We did talk about that in counseling. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right.
I'll forever submit to you, Miles. I'll forever respect you, Miles. I'll forever honor you, Miles, as the head of our home. In heaven, they hear. On earth, I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you.
Now listen, I don't know about y'all, but watching these two clips, I already know what my choice is going to be.
Trying to see. Baby, they say I'm abusing you. Tell them. Then I will go pay for marriage. Am I abusing you, baby?
No, you're just joking.
We were just joking. She jokes with me all the time. You look at her page, she got some similar stuff like that. She's talking crazy to me. And it's just fun. But y'all are goofy people, so. I
always wear her shoes, so.
And she never brings her own. Never.
Whenever we're going out, I don't bring mine, so I always use his own, so that's the reason. But we're just joking.
When we met, I was 56 years old and she was just 18.
My husband is 38 years older than me.
Fine.
Yeah, I actually lied about my age.
I felt, is this someone I'm going to be able to trust?
Let's call this what it is, legalized sick mind. People judge us because they assume that I'm with Gary because of his money.
We did not marry for a green card. I've already done that twice before.
Hi, Andrew.
Hey, Leah.
How are you?
Actually, I could look at you and think that you're a father and daughter.
It's actually lunchtime, so I'm gonna prepare our lunch.
What are you making today?
I'm gonna make some vegetable soup.
We've been together now for almost 6 years.
I'm a housewife and stay-at-home mom, also doing YouTube.
I'm not retired yet, I'm still working.
Yeah, we want to show people that it's possible for an older man in young Filipina could actually fall in love.
When we first met, I was just a young 56-year-old, and you were an old...
Yeah, I was 18 when I met Gary, but yeah, I did lie about my age.
We met using a dating app. She actually reached out to me first.
I sent you the wink first. I had a chaperone with me in the first meeting. we have, and I was scared. That was my reaction because I never dated a foreigner and very shy also. And he was so big, like I am 4'11", I think, and you're
6'3".
I bring chaperone with me because my mom was concerned. I was happy that you're.
Now, do I really think the passport bro era has come to its end? Not really, but I think it's on the ropes. You have to understand, ask yourself, why go overseas for a wife when you could get one at home? A lot of this has to do with cultural differences or cultural norms that people no longer want to entail themselves to. If you look at a lot of overseas wives, we get the image of a submissive person who loves their husband, who wants to do any and everything that a woman in America wouldn't. It's not necessarily the case. It all depends on the situation at hand. Just as you could have a supporting wife from overseas, you can also have a supporting wife here in America. But there's a difference. Cultural backgrounds, cultural norms. When you have a norm of a culture that is entertained by explicit sexual content, violent rap music, violent entertainment, fascinated with drug dealers, fascinated with everybody being a single mother and raising their child to be a ball player or a rapper, that is a cultural norm that a lot of black men are trying to escape. And like it or not, when you go overseas, you will not find a lot of that. Most women from overseas want their sons and daughters to be productive in society in a whole different manner. Doctors, lawyers, people who use their intellect to get degrees, to push the family forward and bring that wealth back home into the family, as it will remain in the family. But when you look at Black Americans, you look at us, we deal with the very opposite. We push our sons to be ball players and rappers, only for them to get with a lot of white women, not married at all, baby mother culture, and money is spread around, and a lot of times it don't even make its way back to the community. So that is one of the big reasons that a lot of black men are choosing to go overseas. Now, the problem is this. A lot of men are going overseas for the wrong reasons. A lot of them are just sex competing, looking for sex, looking for a beautiful girl to get with. And if it works out, it works out. If it don't, and don't. That is not the way to work it out. The way to work it out is the same way that you would do here in America. Meaning that you get somebody, you attain them, you go through the ups and downs by going through the pros and cons. What is it that you expect from me? What is it that I should expect from you? That is the best way forward. As long as you continue to jump in relationships without having these checks and balances of where we all stand, it will continue to be relationship after relationship after relationship, and they will continue to fail. So if you're doing the same thing here in America that you would do overseas, you can expect the same exact outcome. Because at the end of the day, all women want you to provide. Even though we live in a society where provision is not 100% because we don't live in the 1950s anymore. But if you could do 75-25, 80-20, most foreign women will be exuberant. They will be excited to go for that, knowing that the load of responsibility is no longer on them. And they're able to have free hands to nurture the children in a home. But unfortunately, here in America, a lot of brothers don't get that or feel that coming from the black women. A lot of black women are so inundated with social media, whereas it continues to say that a man should be this, a man should be that. A man should not be masculine, but a man should provide 100%. It is totally backwards. That is not God's plan for any home. As long as we continue in baby mama culture and baby daddy culture, we will not win. As long as we continue to push our sisters and our brothers overseas, we will not win. If we can't learn how to keep this at home amongst ourselves and get this right, then Black America doesn't win because it's not winning now. So I'm just going to say that a little bit with a lot more to come. Thank you. And make sure you subscribe to SDL.